Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Spike, and in today's video you're joining me for a race in GT Legends, a SimBin title released in the mid-2000s. And we've got a field of cars from the 1960s, 36 cars here to enjoy for 5 laps at Hockenheim. We're starting from the back of the field in a Ford GT40, and we're slow to react to the traffic moving out of the blocks, but we should have the measure of a lot of this traffic up the road in the early lap or so of this race, and hopefully we can work through a lot of the 35 opponents that we've got in this one. And it's a shorter version of Hockenheim, it's the national layout. I'm just going to be careful of some of this traffic early on, getting caught up in some of the slower cars here. This Jag Mark II is going swerving around in front of us, but yeah, you can use the braking zone to cut up the inside of a lot of the traffic here. Got another Jag Mark II here to get around. Hopefully we can use this big straight coming up to get through a lot of this stuff. And if you're new to the channel, then do consider subscribing. Any support is hugely appreciated. Hope towards that 300 subscriber milestone, so any help with that would be amazing. So we can use this braking zone to get in and take another position here. So on the screen you can see my Sim Hub overlay. In the top left hand side it shows you some session data and also my location on the circuit. I've set it up in a way that I can record that, but also I don't see it when I'm racing, so I have to rely for session data on the pit boards as I come by each lap, as a race driver of this period would have had to rely. Get updates on our position and the laps completed and such. Just getting a bit stuck behind this Mini. I can see that Mercedes up the road. I want to get on the back of it, but I need to get past the Mini first. So yeah, just getting through there. Just don't know if he's going to come back on the inside. I think we're good. I think we're good. And we've got a Mercedes going at the back of a Jag E-Type up the road, so we'll try and get in on the action of that battle there. But yes, up to P20, so making our way through a fair bit of traffic early on. So be careful in turn 1 not to go wide. And also you've got to be careful not to get too greedy on the power in the lower gears, because we will lose the traction and spin this Ford GT40 around. Use this braking zone to get around the E-Type there. Should be able to get through some of this traffic on this straight as well. And I'm enjoying using the new Moza Wheelbase. It's really handy for these older titles, which have quite specific settings I need to put in for maximum steering rotation. Using the Moza Pithouse software, I can recall some of that from the click of a button, which makes jumping into these older titles from the modern Sims a lot easier than what it used to be. So yeah, got the Moza R16 CRP2 pedals and a Thrustmaster shifter on the go for this one. All of the details can be found in the description, all the equipment that I'm using, so if you're interested then you can go and have a look there. Yeah, doing a good job of staying in control of this GT40 here at Hockenheim. It's not a car that I've driven before, so doing well to keep it on the road at least. Just getting a bit stuck behind some of this slower traffic. Trying to be a bit more ballsy and get through there on the back of a Shelby. And it's nice to come and enjoy something a bit different. I think sim racing is pretty dominated at the moment by MX-5s and GT3s, and in my case the super touring cars on offer in race rooms, so to come and enjoy some 60s vintage cars is a good change of pace. It's definitely not the optimum way of playing them in 2025 or driving them in 2025, but I do love the charm of these old SimBin titles. Sadly I wasn't able to finish my Sunday Super Cup Classic series, which was a similar era championship for that I'd set up in Assetto Corsa using the content manager and various mods there. was all saved to my old computer. Now I kind of upgraded the setup mid the making of that, so I might be able to go back and finish it at some point. But for now, some GT Legends is scratching the itch that I got watching the Goodwood revival a few weeks ago. And it's a bit fiddly to set up, and I'll put a link in the video description to a guide for getting this running in 2025 using the Altsbibud, I think that's called, the auto updater. It's got a German name, so I might have mispronounced it there, but it'll be linked in the description. So if you are interested in getting this up and running in 2025 or beyond, then that's a good starting point. It is a bit fiddly to get up and running, but certainly worth the effort. There's a lot of content on offer here, and some of the liveries and stuff we're seeing on circuit now is stuff brought to the game by the auto updater. Some skins and liveries made by community modders, and then some of it is from the base game as well. I've lost count of what lap I'm on, so I'm just going to have to remember to look at that pit board as we finish this lap. I don't think this is the last lap yet. So we can get in on the inside here. And yeah, just peeking over the dashboard of this car, we can see the orange and blue of the Golf livery on our GT40 here, which is nicely reflected in the GT Legends menus. This game accented nicely by those colours, synonymous with this era of motorsport as well. So yeah, nice that they utilised that in their UI and stuff. It's a nice touch. Just getting a bit sideways there, but keeping things under control just about. Just be careful getting down into second gear because it can bite and cause the car to rotate. And yeah, this is as fun as GTR2 for me. I'd love to try it with a H-pattern shifter as well. Currently got my Thrustmaster shifter in sequential, so when my hand disappears from view in the top right of your screen, it's going down to change the gears here. It doesn't feel right to flappy paddle it in old cars like this, it just feels a bit weird. I find that with the Super Touring cars as well. And there's a bit of a gap to the traffic up the rail. I don't know if we're going to have time to close that down or not. I don't know how long we've got left. I think this is the last lap. So certainly running out of time to close this down. We've got a Porsche there, and I'm not sure what that is behind. But I don't think we're going to have time to reel that in. Just not the big straight of Le Mans to use the top speed to close this down. But yeah, I'm super impressed with how these old SimBin titles hold up. They're still a huge amount of fun 20 years on or thereabouts. And there's, if I haven't mentioned, there's some content on the channel in GTR2, the VR plugin in Crew Chief, the HQ anniversary patch, the FRM touring car mod for GTR2. So yeah, if you want to go and look at what these old SimBin sims can do, then go and have a look on the channel. Your support again is appreciated. And we crossed the finish line, so that was our final lap. Race saver, bad luck, you'll get them next time. I think I'm quite happy with where I've left that. So there we have it then. We managed to come P12, working our way up from the back of a field of 36 cars. Not quite cracking the top 10, but I had a good time getting this Ford GT40 around Hockenheim. If you enjoyed the video, then do give it a thumbs up. Any support is greatly appreciated. Otherwise, have a wonderful day, and I shall see you in the next one.